Hello, hello, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to everyone here at our amazing company. Welcome, Velovita family. If you are just joining in, keep in mind that we've enabled the interpretation, so you are able to go in your bottom menu in your Zoom platform and enable the translation yourselves. I am so happy, so glad to be with you today. My name is Valeria Duran, event manager, and today we have a very special session lined up. But before we start this call, a couple of reminders that I always like to share with you. First of all, we've enabled the webinar chat. This space is for you guys. Enjoy it. Make questions, type in whatever you want to share with us. It's so important for us to be able to check out what you're typing, what are the follow-up questions that you might have. So please feel free to let us know from which part of the world you're joining us from and any other question you might have. Number two, be reminded that these calls are being recorded and that they will be uploaded onto your media library, such as every week, all of the materials. We are trying to make sure that you guys have available all of the tools possible for you to be able to grow your business the best way possible. And before I begin, I would like to say special thanks to Delicia Wang. She's our VIP specialist that she is helping us today with the interpretation. So thank you so much, Delicia. And also, I'd like to thank Jennifer Luz, our Chief Operating Officer. Hello, Jen. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. As always, checking us all out, making sure that everything turns out perfect. So thank you so much, Jen.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And I would like to pass this on to our host, the man with the greatest energy ever, our global ambassador, Mr. Jason Burnett. Welcome, Jason.
Val, thank you so much for having me. Wonderful job, as always. Jen, hello. Delicia, thank you so much for being in the background, translating from mainland China. And I see that we've got Dr. Nathan Newman, who has just popped on. And so it's great to be with everybody. But without any further ado, he really needs no introduction to the world of Bella Vita. But for those of you that are new here, he is a world-renowned plastic surgeon, cosmetic surgeon. He's a world-renowned dermatologist. He is the forefront, is the best of the best with his stem cell lift technology. And literally people come not only from all over California in the United States, but literally all over the world to his clinic where he is zooming in from. I'm sure he just got done with another incredibly busy day. So it's very, very, appreciate him very much. It's an honor to have him on our medical advisory board and as the formulator of our unbelievable skincare line with a lot of new stuff coming down the pipe that is being created and is being literally rolled out sooner than you think. So without any further ado, help me welcome my good friend for the last 10 years, Dr. Nathan Newman. Dr. Newman, are you out there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much, Jason. That's very kind of you.
You got
How
it,
are
my friend.
you?
Take it away. Doing great.
Wonderful. Val, are you gonna do the thank you so much. So this is going to be a sort of a path journey of sort of the path that we took to get to where we are today. The the idea of stem cells is very new to many people in the industry. So we're going to talk about stem cells, what they are, and how we ended up with our products. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, next slide. There we go. So we're going to talk about skin aging and really how we need to look at the idea of skin aging and how stem cell technology is going to actually be the solution that is revolutionizing the whole skincare industry and the medical industry in general. Next slide, please. So skin aging happens from a variety of reasons. There's genetic reasons, there's environmental reasons, there's basically things that are social habits. If you smoke, if you go and do a lot of sun tanning, if you drink a lot, if you don't sleep well, all those things are factors in how well we age. Next slide. The other thing is glycation. Glycation is sort of the sugar that gets stuck in between the collagen fibers, and the collagen fibers then become sort of hard and they become inelastic, so they don't bounce as well. And if you look at the picture, you see that sort of this leathery changes in the skin. That is glycation causing that. Next slide. The other big things that happen is oxidation. Oxidation is when we get a the oxygen radical. So you need oxygen to breathe, you need the cells need it. But when you expose something to the air, and like the apple that you see, it gets oxidized, it turns brown. That's because the oxygen is tearing down the healthy tissues. The same thing is happening in the cells. So you get oxygen radicals during the process of just natural cellular function. And what happens is if we don't have a way to neutralize that, then we end up having breakdown of the cells. Next slide, please. All of these things, including inflammation, which is the main driving factor of all the damage that's being caused to the skin and to our body, is through inflammation. There's even an idea called inflammaging, so that inflammation is causing aging. And when you have inflammation, it causes the cells not to function well. So when you have a cell that's not functioning well, you have also things that are called senescence. Senescence means laziness. They're not doing anything. They're not active. So these cells are telling other cells next to them, hey, you don't need to work. You don't need to function. You don't need to do things. And they become lazy cells or zombie cells. And they actually make other cells like that. Next slide, please. So the idea of skin aging is also not a very fast thing that happens. The damage is accumulative. So you can have years of sun damage, years of damage from smoking, years of damage from different environmental genetic factors, but it doesn't show up on your skin until 10, 20, 30 years later. So the changes are happening gradually in the skin, and it shows as discoloration, as wrinkles, as sort of redness, irritation, and that is happening gradually over time. Next slide, please. And all of these things that are happening is causing what we call loss of cellular balance. That means the cells are not going to be able to function well. They're not able to do what they need to do. So you get oxidation and glycation and senescence. And really, what happens is your body then doesn't get to be able to keep its youthful, healthy cells, and we start to decay. Next slide, please. And the idea of stem cells is that they're the cells that are found in every part of your body. Everywhere in your body, there are stem cells. Stem cells, by definition, are cells that can repair, regenerate, and renew other tissues. So the fact that we have stem cells, it allows us to grow hair, to grow nails, to renew our skin, and every organ in your body is actually renewed through stem cells. There is not one cell in your body that is not replaced with a stem cell that existed 10 years ago. So if you look back, every cell in your body is replaced and renewed with a stem cell. If we were able to replace every cell that is being destroyed or being damaged or needs to just get replaced because it's aged with a new cell, with a stem cell, then you would never age because you're replacing it one-to-one. The problem is you're not replacing it one-to-one because more cells are being damaged and are being broken down than they're being replaced by stem cells. So therefore, we start to age. Next slide, please. So this idea of how we can use stem cells came to me from what I saw in my clinic. I've been doing stem cell therapy in my clinic for 25 years, using your own stem cells from your fat. So when we got, next slide, please. So when we get the cells and we use those cells, I can see that within a matter of weeks, we can see changes in the skin, we can see changes in the joints, we can see changes in the hair. And that process is not a cellular process. Although we're injecting the cells, what's making all those changes is what the cells are producing. And this idea, next slide, please, is really what helps us to understand what the cells are doing. So the cells are communicating. They're using a chemical language to communicate. And that chemical language is done through different means. Just like we communicate through different means, cells communicate through different means. You can see me talk, you can see my expressions, you can see my hands, and all of those ways are how cells communicate is through these different chemical languages that we have. Next slide, please. And you can have, the cell talking to itself or talking to its neighbor by touching it, or it can be through a space that's in between, or it could be through this paracrine system where cells are communicating and affecting one another, not just locally, but way out, further away from where it is. Next slide, please. So we went in the lab based on what I saw in my clinic. I said, why is that happening? What's the stem cell producing? And I started studying the stem cells and what they produce. And we found that stem cells produce all sorts of factors. And what determines what the cells are saying is the environment that they're put in. So the environment dictates what the language of the cell is going to be. That environment is critical to what we want to do. And if we can put it in a way that we can tell the cells what we want them to produce, then they actually are able to produce that, and we can bottle that, and we can use that as a topical to sort of signal the cells to tell them what we want them to do. Next slide, please. So some of these things that we've studied, we showed that these signals that come, they do different things. Some are good for inflammation, some are good for toxicity, some are good for antioxidation, some are good for making collagen, some are good for wound healing, or other ones are for skin discoloration. And once you understand this language and how they are produced when we're growing them in the laboratory, we're able now to get a specific set of instructions that we want and tell the body what we want it to do. Next slide, please. And that instruction that we're talking about is called advanced polypeptide technology. And I'll tell you why in a minute, why we call it polypeptides, because that's the key to whatever the cells are talking. That's the key to the language of stem cells. Next slide, please. So advanced polypeptide technology is the technology that uses stem cell language to communicate with other cells. And next slide, please. And these cells are producing those specific factors So those factors include peptides, polypeptides, exosomes, growth factors, and that whole language that is being produced is the advanced polypeptide technology that is being grown in a very directed manner that gives you a specific language that we want to bottle. Next slide, please. So let's talk about what peptides are and polypeptides are. Everything in your body starts with amino acids. They are the building blocks of all the proteins and tissues. So amino acids come together, they make peptides. Peptides come together and make polypeptides, and polypeptides come together and make proteins. What happens when you have a protein, it can be functional or not functional. But the peptides and the metabolites that are in there, those are actually functional. So if we know what the peptides are, then we know what the language is and what the effect is going to be on the skin. And that's the revolutionary idea in skincare. That has never existed before. Next slide, please. So here's a sort of a caricature of, here's the little amino acids, they come together, they make peptides. Peptides come together, make a bigger thing called polypeptides with many peptides, and then proteins are many polypeptides coming together. And next slide, please. And that's what really makes structure in our body. Next slide, please. So then we looked at all these factors and tried to figure out what they do, because nobody had ever done that before. So we're starting from scratch 20 years ago, trying to figure out what this language of stem cells are. What is it saying? How do we know what is good for what? Is it telling us to do the right thing or not? And that's really all the science that I helped develop over the last 25 years in my laboratory. Next slide, please. But what we found is that the products that we have are not only from human cells, they can do the thing, they can do it from plant cells. Next slide, please. So the APT200 is really using the universal language, the language that all cells speak, using plant-based polypeptides. And what makes it unique is that this is a novel approach, is a new way of thinking about skincare. This is only, the technology only belongs to us. Nobody else has this technology. Even after 20 years, nobody's able to create anything close to this. And we've really been making strides in improving our technology over the last 20 years of any other company in this industry. And this unique polypeptide combination is what makes the Luminesce products what they are. And the great thing about it is that these products are exclusive to Velovita and Jeunesse. Next slide. So let's talk about what the differences are. Can we? Yeah. So advanced polypeptide technology is really a novel idea. But besides it being novel, it's very effective in that it doesn't have any stem cells in it. So we're only talking about the language of the stem cells. The advanced polypeptide technology is only the peptides, only the language of the cells. It doesn't have any animal products in it. It doesn't have any caustic things in it that are bad for your skin, like parabens, or any chemicals or acids that are harsh to the skin, anything that makes you sensitive. It doesn't also have any oils in it. It's water-based. Next slide, please. We talked about it not being sensitizing. Sorry. Okay. One slide back. We talked about it. Okay, there we go. So the idea of the Luminesce skincare line is that using this technology, we don't have to now go and buy 20 different products to address every single thing that causes aging. With this language, with APT, we're able to address all the causes of aging in one product. That language already knows to deal with antioxidant, it already has anti-glycation, it already has UV damage repair, it already has things that help senescence. So this is really, really a revolutionary idea of how to take care of your skin. Next slide, please. So not only we did all this testing in my clinic and in my office, I also send the products to third party testing so that we know for sure that there is no bias in our results. Next slide. So this company, this is a patient of mine who tested it on one hand for a month and comes back and says, oh my God, look at the difference. And I say, great, that's so exciting. Now use it on the other hand, use it on your face, use it on your neck, so everything matches. Next slide, please. So the company that we use does a lot of these testing for lots of skincare companies, and they use a technology that tests and measures wrinkles and measures pigments and the signs of aging on the skin. And the study showed that more than 87% of the participants had dramatic improvement in their lines, and over 60% had improvement in their pigment. And next slide. And this is what the study sort of looks like. They took pictures and they measured the depth of the wrinkles, and you can see the improvement in just within 2 months. 65% in this patient was improved. Next slide, please. This is for finer wrinkles, and you can see the same thing showing the decrease in the wrinkles. Next slide. And here's the test that they did for luminescence. So luminescence is how clear your skin is, how radiant it is, how bright it is. And when we age and our skin sort of loses its glow, it's that luminescence that is lost because it becomes dull and tired and not healthy. That's due to the loss of cellular balance. So we're able to show that within 4 weeks, we can restore cellular balance and improve the luminescence of the skin. Next slide. And here's an example of a person that they show the dullness before and how the skin got brighter and luminescent, sort of glowing after 4 weeks. Next slide. And one of the most incredible thing about this study was that everybody in this study, which I've never seen in any clinical study, everybody in this study said they would recommend it to their friends and family, and they would continue to use it. And that is unheard of in any skincare test that I've ever seen. And that really is a testament of the efficacy and the power of this technology and how it can transform your skin in such a short time, so that somebody who's in a study for less than 2 months is able to say, wow, this is really working and I want to use it, I want to share it with my friends and family. Next slide, please. I'm going to just share some photos of people who used the product and were kind enough to share it with me. And if you would like to share your pictures with me, I would really appreciate it, because this is what gives me the passion and the drive to continue to create and improve our products. So you can see the improvement in the skin texture and the wrinkles. Next slide. You can see the changes in the evenness of the skin tone, in the discoloration, in the just overall health of the skin. Next slide. You can see the wrinkles getting better. Next slide. You can see even in young, healthy adults, even if you're in your teenager or early 20s, you still have imbalances in your skin. Your skin may be great, you may be healthy, but you still may have some imbalance that needs to be treated. And what happens is when you put on the Luminous product, it balances the skin, it restores the skin to its optimal health, and you can see the changes in the texture of the skin, even in a young individual within 2 months of using the product. Next slide. The neck is one of the hardest places to use any product to get any result. Even in surgery, it's a hard place to get really good results in the neck. And here, within a few weeks, you can see the changes in the texture of the neck, in the tightness of the skin. It just looks so much more youthful. And next slide, please. And you can see in other people who shared their pictures with me, dramatic changes in wrinkles, in how the tightness of the skin is, how the elasticity is. Next slide. And over time, you can see it keeps improving and making everything get even to a better place. Next place. Next slide. These are patients in my clinic who we treated for pigmentation, and you can see the skin getting brighter. Next slide. And now I'm going to talk about what's coming and not what was, because what was amazing. But what is coming, it is so much more impressive that I'm going to show it to you. And I can't thank Costa enough for actually believing in this technology, for investing and wanting to bring this technology to you and really rebrand everything with the Bella Vita products. We're going to make this product, the Luminous line, better than it's ever been, and I'm going to show you why. Next slide, please. So we're going to bring to you now, not APT 200, but actually the next generation of APT, which is APT Vita. APT Vita is really the next generation of APT based on all the improvements that we could do since our technologies advanced so much. In the last 10 years, the biotechnology has advanced exponentially. So we were able to bring you the next level of technology. And we call it APT Vita, not just because of Bella Vita, but because Vita means life. This is going to really infuse life into your skin, and I'm going to show you why. Next slide. So Luminous APT Vita is going to be the next thing you're going to see on the market, and is going to have next, can you advance? Yeah. So the great thing about the APT Vita is that it can be used on any skin type, on any skin site, and on any skin color. So anyone basically can use it anywhere. And that is because the language of stem cells, the language that we're having in our product, the APT products, is universal. So it can go anywhere. It can go on your hands, it can go on your neck, it can go on your face, it can go on your body, and it will understand what it's trying to say. Next slide, please. So, yeah, the longer you use it, obviously, is going to keep making you more youthful and maintain your youth. Next slide, please. So we talked about the causes of the cause of aging and how we can do anti-aging. But when we look at the effects of these things on the skin and how we can address it with APT Vita, it is really remarkable. Not only are we balancing and restoring and repairing, we're really undoing a lot of the damage from aging. And I'm going to show you in the next slides. Next slide. This is the real difference. So the orange is APT 200. The blue is the improvement over APT 200 in every category that you see there, in anti-aging, in collagen formation, in senescence, in pigment, anything that we talk about in terms of oxidation, inflammation, all those things that are causing aging. Here, APT 200 is at least 100 times better. That means like it's twice as good. It could be 3 times as good as what we had in APT 200. So this is really a huge improvement over what we had before. And I can't wait to see you guys use it and share your results with me and tell me how well you see the improvement and how fast you see the improvement. Because what I've seen is really amazing in terms of the efficacy and the potency of the product. Next slide, please. So we're really redefining youth for Generation Young. And we're going to keep saying that because nobody else has this technology to do that. And we're going to show it with science and with clinical data that I've shown you. And you're going to show it and you're going to prove it and you're going to share it with us. And we're going to build the next skincare line that has never been on the market anywhere in the world at this level. Next slide, please. In order to do good skincare, you need 3 basic things. One is to clean and prep the skin. One is to revitalize and sort of balance the skin to get it to be optimized. And then the next thing, the last thing is to lock it in, protect it, and moisturize it. Next slide. So the first thing you should do is use the Youth Restoring Cleanser, because this is meant to balance the skin pH, to open up the pores, to get rid of the pollution and the dirt that accumulates on your skin over the day. And you should use this in the morning and at night. And once you wash your face and you clean it, you dab it dry. And the first thing that should go on your skin is, next slide, please, the Cellular Rejuvenation Serum. The Cellular Rejuvenation Serum is the powerhouse of the whole skincare line. If there's one product that you have to start with, if there's one product that you can afford, if there's one product that you must have, is this product. Because this product has over 85% of APT language. So the APT Vita is 85% of this bottle contains APT Vita. That is unheard of in the industry. Most companies will tell you, we have 1%, 0.1%, 5% at the most, right? Here you have 85% really key ingredients that are going to transform your skin. And you want to put this right after you wash it. It should be the first thing that goes on your skin. You should use it on your face. You should use it on your neck. You should use it on your hands. And so that everything matches. And once you use it morning and night, and you're going to probably see the changes within 8 weeks of using it. You should see the results just like we showed you in the study that we did before. Next slide, please. So daily moisturizer complex is the thing that goes on in the morning right after the serum. You can bring on the thank you. That will protect your skin from the sun rays because it has SPF of 30. The SPF of 30 protects you from 98% of the sun rays. You want to moisturize the skin. It has the APT Vita in it, and it has other vitamins and antioxidants to boost the effect and work synergistically with our serum to really lock in the benefits that we want and protect the skin. So you want to put this on every day, even if it's not sunny, even if you're not going out. Just all the light from the phone, from your computers, all of these have radiation that is affecting your skin. And you want to use this if you're going to be sitting in front of a computer or if you're going to be out in the sun for over 2 hours. you want to reapply this to protect your skin. So it's better to reapply the product than to have a SPF that is higher, because the SPF can wash down or can not be as effective over time. So you want to reapply it to get that effect. Next slide, please. Then we have the essential body renewal, because people said, how can I bathe in the APT serum? So obviously it's difficult to bathe in the serum. So we created the essential body renewal to cover your entire body, to treat your arms and legs and chest and back, so that you can get the APT Vita effect. And the moisturizers that are in the product will help to smooth out the skin and nourish it and make the skin supple and soft. And it's full of antioxidants and vitamins that will help to nourish the skin. So if you shower, you come out of the shower, you dab your skin dry with the towel, and then you put on the renewal, the essential body renewal. And if you're in a place where it's cold or hot, where there's a lot of air conditioning and your skin is getting dry, you can reapply this on your skin whenever you need it. Next slide, please. So the advanced night repair has a lot of moisturizers for improving the skin. You can bring the, thank you. So it has a lot of moisturizers, it has anti-glycation, it has a lot of vitamins in it to work with the serum. It also has APT in it. But what this is a different set of moisturizers and vitamins and antioxidants that will work synergistically with the day cream. So this is really to moisturize when you're really dry. This is a richer cream that will moisturize you, versus the day cream is a little bit lighter, so you can use it with makeup and go out during the day and not feel so heavy on your face. This is going to be a little bit more richer, and you can use it every night. If you feel dry and your skin feels like it needs a little bit more moisturizer, you can apply this also in the morning to give yourself a little bit more moisturizer and apply the sunscreen on top. Next slide. So it's a very simple, basic regimen, because this contains all the factors that are going to improve and rejuvenate your skin. So the first thing you do in the morning, you wash your face, you put on the cellular rejuvenation serum, and then you put the daily moisturizer. Then at night, you wash, you put the serum, and then you put the night cream. And the body lotion, you can do it after a shower, and you can do it anytime you want when you're dry. Next slide, please. So this is kind of results I'm hoping to get from you and to have you share with me. This is one of our users who used the product. I met her in Australia, and she goes, look, this is me and this is my mom. And I'm looking at this and I'm going, wait, you didn't go and do any Botox or lasers or treatments in a clinic? She goes, no. All I used was the Luminous line. And it's so amazing to get someone to show me such results, that it makes me so proud of the fact that we've created such a thing, and so enthusiastic to share it with you. And hopefully you will share your results with me, and we will continue. Next slide, please. So if you want to share it with me, please, this is my email. You can share it with me, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Like the Luminous skincare line, you just get better over time. It's really, really good. We've got some questions from the field that Jen helped put together. And so you have a few more minutes with us. Can we ask you some questions?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. All right. So we're going to go bam, 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 lots of questions, but I think the answers will be short and powerful. And I think what we're trying to do, Dr. Newman, is move the questions more to how do people talk about the products, because this is all about using them, but then telling a story, right? And so if you could give the members of Velavita one competitive advantage, the biggest competitive advantage of the Luminous skincare line, what would you say that would be as compared to everything else on the market?
Well, everything else on the market is basically is talking about anti-aging. So they're using one product for one thing. So the others got glycolic acid or retinol or some other acid in it to basically do one thing. It's either brighten the skin or it's to get rid of the wrinkles. And here we're using basically the polypeptide technology from stem cells, from plant stem cells that are using the universal language of the cell to actually regenerate and rejuvenate the skin tissues to be healthy and balanced. No other product can do that. So you have to use 10 other products to do what our one serum does. And it will,
That's great. That's right there, right
that's
there.
it.
You have to use 10 other products to do what our one serum product does. That's amazing. Look, that's awesome. That makes me happy. I told my little boy today, money won't make you happy, but happy will make you money. So, okay. And look, you've answered most of these, but again, little bullet points, I think, is what we need to move forward. And second question is, how does Luminous support overall skin health beyond just what you see on the surface?
So we're a cosmetic company, so we cannot make any claims about things that are functional or things that are um, medical.
Right.
But when you put something on your skin and you see it transform and become more youthful looking, healthier looking, and you're not breaking out as much, and you don't have the redness on your skin, and you're looking the best you've ever looked, then it's telling you that something more than just something that's changing on the surface of the skin. This is something that's happening that is making your skin healthier looking and more youthful looking, that is going to last you and is going to basically keep improving as you continue to use the product. So the idea of it going deep into your skin, it doesn't matter how deep it goes. If you're looking better, that's all that matters. And that's
Mhm.
all we're going to need to show, because the minute you show somebody that they look better, then it means it works.
Yes. Yes. So is it safe to say, without making any medical claims, yes, it's going on your skin, but it's also healing you from the inside out as well. It's radiating,
Yes.
just by
You're,
literally what you see.
yes.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's good. We're 2 for 2, Dr. Newman. We're 2 for 2.
Okay.
All right, number 3. Specific age groups, you've answered this before, or demographics who benefit most from starting Luminous early before they
So,
get all the damage.
that's a great question. There's two things that we want to do. We want to prevent and we want to undo, right? So those people who start early in their 20s, they're going to get longer time of looking healthier, like looking younger and looking better. People who didn't do that and they're coming with wrinkles and discoloration and saggy skin, they will see the improvement gradually, where those things will get better. The great thing about this is, because it's a universal language, it can go on everybody's skin, men, women, children, there is no age limit to this. It's not a caustic agent. It's not like retin-A or acid that if you use it too much, it'll dry you out, or if you use something else, it'll make you sensitive. This is just working to make your skin optimized. And when do you want to be optimized? You want to be optimized always. So everybody wants to be optimized at any age.
As soon as possible. Start as early as you can.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. All right, 3 for 3. Um, Okay, you answered this, but maybe one more time, and I think where I would go with this would be the 85% of the stem cell technology that's actually in the serum, right? But it's what makes Luminesce formulation more advanced compared to other products found in high-end department stores and even dermatology clinics.
So we talked about most of these things. Some of the things that are found in the medical clinics are, at least in the United States, are human derived, and they have like exosomes or they have other things in there. They cannot sell those products outside of the United States, and they carry with them huge risks of infection from other animals or other humans that could be in those products. Because most people don't really understand how to grow these cells and how to get them. Our products are clean. They're plant. You can eat them. So I'm not saying eat them, don't eat them, but
Yeah.
but they're plant derived polypeptides that will really replace 10 other products that you can get. People use La Mer or they use other things and they say we have this peptide in it, which is maybe a peptide that is synthetic, or they have other products they have one hero ingredient. We don't need one hero ingredient because when you have only one thing, it only does one thing. What we have is polypeptide with many, many, many peptides. That means we're going to be doing many, many things and talking a language to the cells that work in more than one way. So the results you're going to get here is hundredfold better than you would get in any other one technology that gives you one little peptide.
So poly is the key word, right? Many
Yes.
polypeptides, many peptides doing many
Yes.
different things. Okay, that's awesome. We're 4 for 4. Okay, number 5. Can Luminesce be used safely with other brands like retinol or treatments like peels and lasers?
Yes. Actually, in my clinic, I do it all the time. So
Mhm.
if somebody comes and we do treatments for them, I actually tell them, listen, go use the products because it's going to improve the healing, it's going to reduce the downtime, and it's going to give you a better result at the end. So we use it all the time. Just you got to be careful, not to get irritated from the other products and then think that our product is doing it, because all
Correct.
the other acids irritate you.
Gotcha. So don't use the other products. Okay, perfect. All right, number 6. Can men benefit equally from using Luminesce? And is there any differences for men in applying the products?
So men are minimalist. They do not, I don't know many men who like to have a 10 product regimen for their face. But if we can get them to wash their face and put on the serum, they will see a huge improvement.
That's me. That's me. Yeah,
Right? We don't like a
that's
lot of
me.
stuff on our face. So
Yeah, I would love to say I put the night cream on every night, but anyway. Okay,
we
good.
do the
So
sunscreen.
so do something, right? And the sunscreen every day. Yeah, every day with the sunscreen. So okay, all right, great. Let's see, number 7. What role does hydration play in youthful skin? Number 1. And second part of that is how does Luminesce support deep hydration?
Great question. So if your skin is dry, you're gonna look wrinkled, old, dry, the dull skin. So you want to make sure your skin is hydrated. Hydration also improves the sort of protective layer of the skin, so it doesn't have bacteria and other pollutants going in and causing inflammation and causing your skin to react and age. So when we put the serum on, it optimizes it. But when we layer it with the moisturizers, now we're able to drive it deeper and we're able to keep it there longer because it doesn't evaporate. And the moisturizers create a barrier from the environment so you don't lose the water and the moisture in your skin. but also drives everything in and makes it work better. So that's why we get a deeper moisturization, because it goes in deeper and stays there longer. The
Got
layering
it.
is important.
Yeah, that's great. That's perfect. Okay, this is an interesting one. Are there any words or phrases that members should not use when describing Luminesce to potential customers?
Yes, we talked about it not being a drug. It is
Right?
not going to treat anything. Do not use the word treat, because it's not treating. It's a cosmetic product. It's not going to treat your acne. It's not going to treat your rosacea. It may make your skin look better, less red. You'll improve those things. So I think that's the main thing, because people will use this and see such a big transformation in their skin, and they're gonna say, use this, it can treat that. And we're not a drug.
That's good. That's very good. That keeps us compliant. That keeps us
Yes.
in the right lane. That's perfect. Okay. What product, and again, you answered this, but you answer it again. What product in the Luminesce line would be the best entry point for somebody starting it for the first time?
Number one, number two, number three is gonna be the serum. The
Serum,
regener
serum, and serum.
Yeah, because that's got the most amount of the polypeptides in it, and that's gonna really make the most difference.
Got it. Perfect. Okay. And last but not least, number 10, we're 9 for 9. Are there 3 must-know facts, if you could break it down to 3, that every distributor should know when talking about Luminesce, the 3 most effective, 3 most important to potential customers and potential members? What would those 3 things be?
So it's biotechnology, plant stem cell based, advanced polypeptide technology that is proprietary and uh, to the Luminesce line exclusive. That's number one. So that's the very distinction, right,
Okay.
than everybody else. It is a basically replaces 10 other products. So that's the second thing, that you don't need to spend your money on 20 different products to get the results. And it will give you the results faster than any other product. So those products that you have to put it on for 3 to 6 months to see it. Here, within 2 months, you're going to see the results.
Got it. So working backwards, Dr. Newman, we got speed,
Yes.
right? We have, it literally does what 10 products would do in one product,
Yes.
okay, which would be the serum starting, right?
Yes.
And then the first one, plant-based stem cell polypeptide rejuvenating skincare line, right? I messed up the last part. What would it be?
That's good.
But polypeptide is key,
Yes.
plant-based stem cell. And then what was the first thing that you said?
Speed.
The speed. Got it. Okay. Got it. Awesome. All right, good. All right. We did all that in 53 minutes. We're doing well. We're getting better. Listen, thank you again. We really appreciate you. I know, I mean, people are going crazy in the chat, and there's a rumor that you possibly are going to get on an airplane and come to Malaysia. Is this true?
This is true. I'm looking very much forward to seeing everybody in person and talking about the new AVT Vita and the new things that are coming out. We have a lot of good things coming out, and it's going to be very exciting.
That's amazing. You know, we're very superstitious here, and it just so happens that I think we're going to see you on 11/11, which is pretty
Yes.
exciting. So we can't wait for that, Dr. Newman. We'll see you again here before that. But thank you again.